Hello everyone, today I present Gluco-Monitor. Gluco-Monitor is a display which allows you to follow continuously the glycemia of anybody. This system allows you to view at a glance the blood sugar, the tendency of this parameter, and also the historical values of the blood sugar during around 10 hours. You can install it in any place in your home, for example in the kitchen or in your sleeping room. By this way you will be able to have a quick glance at any time on the last value of the blood sugar. How it works. This system uses a sensor installed on the arm here and use the application FreeStyle Libre 2 or Libre 3. So continuously every minute the sensor sends the data to the application on the smartphone, and periodically the smartphone transfers the data to the cloud LibreView every 5 minutes. If you have installed the application LibreLink Up on another smartphone, you are in position to follow the glycemia of the person at any time. Gluco-Monitor will do it exactly the same. Gluco-Monitor will extract from the cloud LibreView the data periodically. The difference between the application LibreLink App and Gluco-Monitor is simply that you have no action to do. The Gluco-Monitor is located somewhere in your house, and just by a glance you can see the figures. There is no action on a smartphone to open an application and look at the data. What is displayed on the main screen? The main screen, the center, you have the glycemia in milligram by deciliter, and you have 4 sectors. One sector in blue. When the white arrow is on this sector, that means hypoglycemia. When the arrow is on the green sector, glycemia is correct. The 2 thresholds of the green zone are defined by the application FreeStyle Libre 2 or 3. The orange sector is when you are in hyperglycemia, and the red sector, you have a big hyperglycemia. On the top here you have a clock and also another parameter which is important, which is the age of the blood sugar. Permanently, the sensor transfers the data to the smartphone to the cloud. But imagine, for example, the smartphone is not close to the sensor, so there is no information transmit. So that means when you ask the LibreView cloud to obtain a glycemia, this glycemia maybe is a little bit dated. So you have the age of this glycemia in minutes and seconds. So you know that, for example, here it's 4 minutes point 51. If this age is too important, more than 10 minutes, the value will be displayed in orange. If it's more than 15 minutes, the value will be displayed in red. And if it's more than 20 minutes, the system will completely restart, suspecting, for example, a problem with the Wi-Fi connection and so on. On the bottom of this screen, you have the historical values during 10 hours of the glycemia, the blood sugar. You can see, for example, in orange here a period where we have an hyperglycemia, and then a green zone which glycemia is correct, and a blue zone where we have a small hypoglycemia, and then again a green zone. You have also 2 lines. One line in pink here corresponds to the time we wait cloud LibreView to answer. Then we have a green line. When this gray line arrives at the right side of the screen, Gluco-Monitor will ask for the last glycemia. It's not necessary to ask to the cloud every 10 seconds the value of the last glycemia. The shopping list. You just have to buy this screen, which is 3.5 inches display. You can buy it directly in China because this is a China design based on the ESP32 processor, which is a very powerful processor, which is able of Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, has a good processing power. And so this system at a very low cost, you can buy it directly on AliExpress. You have to wait 10-15 days, but it works perfectly and you will receive it well packed. Like we use for any smartphone, we use an USB-C connector. When you receive the display, Gluco-Monitor is not installed on board. So you have to do the installation by yourself. It's very simple. If you go on a PC which use Edge or Chrome as a web browser, you connect Gluco-Monitor or the display to the PC, and you go on my website f1atb.fr on the chapter Gluco-Monitor documentation, and you will find how to install it. You just have to click on a button. You have also a video which will explain in details, show how the procedure. It takes 2 minutes. It's very simple. You don't need to be a geek to be able to install this firmware on board display. At this stage, the Gluco-Monitor must receive a certain number of information. The first one, in which language you want to work. It will propose you 5 different languages: English, French, Italian, Spanish, German. And you have also to select the time zone in which you are located in order to have the clock display at the correct time. You need also to define the Wi-Fi on which you want to connect. Gluco-Monitor will list all the Wi-Fi available around it. So you select the good one, and you enter the password corresponding to this Wi-Fi. Then there is 3 parameters to enter which are important. To be able to extract the data from the Cloud Libre view, you need an account LibreLinkUp. You must install LibreLinkUp on a smartphone, and you obtain an account on this system. We'll use exactly the same account for Gluco-Monitor. We'll have a username, it's normally an email. Then you have a password attached to this account LibreLinkUp. And you have a third parameter which is important, is geographical zone in which you are located. You have general. If you don't know, you can click general. So you have some area: France, Europe, USA, and so. And you click to the one which correspond more or less to the location where you are. It's simply because about they have different server, and you have to connect to the one which is not too far from your location. And you have a test button. As far as you have entered the 3 parameters, you can just check that this data are available. At any time, if you have to reconsider the configuration of the system, you can swipe the screen and you can access to a configuration page where you have all the buttons addressing the different parameters to be set. You have to also to access to a log with historical data. It shows the different events, all the connection to the cloud. When it's white, it means this works correctly. When it is in orange, it means that the system didn't answer. It's not really the difficulty. A few seconds later, Gluco-Monitor will ask again to obtain the last glycemia, the last figure. If you are interested to understand a bit more about how works Gluco-Monitor, there is on Gluco-Monitor a web server. You can connect to it using the IP address of the monitor, which is available on the configuration page. Then, to avoid the access by anybody which is connected to your Wi-Fi, Gluco-Monitor asks you the authorization to access to the detail by the PC connected to the server. You will find exactly the same figures, same pictures as you have on a Gluco-Monitor. And if you click on the small dots on the top right, you can access this page in which you have the answer of the cloud. You have the result received from LibreView Cloud, and you can click on it and have all the details of the data which are transferred. In the future, if there are some evolution of this software, you can reinstall completely the software with a new version, or you can do an update by OTA, by what we call on the air via the Wi-Fi, directly from the PC. You order Gluco-Monitor to install the last version. On my website, f1atb.fr. F1atb is my call sign because I have different hobby. I work on home automation. I work I do ham radio communication, and so F1ATB is my call sign. On this site, you will find all the different information about my hobbies, and you will find the procedure to install the Gluco-Monitor on the display. And you can find also on GitHub/F1ATB the source code, because it's an open source system. Anybody can use it and construct it. You have also a forum on which address different subjects, but address also the Gluco-Monitor subject. You can go on this forum, and we will try to answer as quick as possible to your question. Don't hesitate to go there. Just have in mind that Gluco-Monitor is a tool which works in parallel to any other application you have to survey the blood sugar. It's all for me today. Thank you to watch this video, and don't hesitate to go on my website to have complimentary information.